Okay, good morning, everybody. I have this facing downward for a reason. Because I don't want y'all to start laughing before I get to the point. I'm just kidding, that's the whole point. So, we came up with a conclusion here on the face of the earth. There we have, so there is an evil which I've seen under the sun. You know, I've seen there is an evil under the sun. I don't know what that means completely, but I think that seahorses, they're violent. They're very violent. You gotta be watching out for those guys. They're out there just fucking running around. And you can't just let them run around, but they do anyways. Well, actually, they don't have feet, so they can't run, so that's a lie. But the definition between these things on the earth, they're all fucked up. Everybody thinks that words are what they are, but, you know, it's funny because the only thing I know is words are only what they told you. The definition is. Now, if you ask God what it is, what if it's completely different? Are you going to say, oh, well, the humans must have had it right because God was dumb? That doesn't seem right. God's never dumb and he's never made junk, but what he has done is made things so we can see them. Like seahorse. The only reason why you can see it is because of the seahorse. Duh. That's the definition. To see a horse is a seahorse. So if you're in the water, if you're on land, it's a seahorse, you fuckheads. Well, can you see it? Yeah. Well, good. It's a seahorse then. Like a sea cat. You ever seen a cat? So I'm a sea cat in the super kitty world. So that's why I got ears. Anyways. Back to the point. The point is, there's an evil under the sun, and it's running around without feet. It has no body. So obviously, if you can't see it, and there's an evil that has been seen. Well, that must be weird because that's if you could see it, it's a third dimensional thing. So since there is an evil under which I've seen under the sun, and it is common among men. Oh my God! See that right there? Seahorse? See? It's from the horse's mouth himself. So there is an evil which I have seen under the sun. Well, I don't know whose horse, but I guess there's a horse speaking here, and it's in chapter 6 of this one book that I got. I don't even know who it is. It doesn't even tell you who it is, actually. So he says, "For he shall not remember the days of his life, but because God answered him in the joy of his heart." See, I don't know what that means. But there's an evil under the sun right after that. I don't know. I don't see it. We're jumping here. Fuck. Okay, every man also whom God has given riches and wealth, and hath given him power to eat thereof, and to take his portion, and to rejoice in the labor. This is a gift of God. See, I have an idea. If we go back, I can tell you why this has come up. Because vanity. Now, there's a girl that I learned about vanity with, and she did show me exactly what I was doing, and I didn't see it until later. But, behold that which I have seen, it is good and commonly for one to eat and to drink, and to enjoy the goods of his labor, that taketh under the sun all the days of his life, which God giveth him, for it is his portion. So God's given every man here according to the, to the joy and the desire and the labor of the works. So, to me, I think that there's something to understand here, is that just because you can see a horse doesn't mean it's a seahorse. And someone changes some fucking words around, it doesn't mean there's a word that it is intended. So you can't just go in somebody else's book and say, okay, everybody, that darkness means light, and light means darkness. So we're going to flip that around on them, and we're going to control them with that. And so, who knows what the fuck they did? So, yeah, people say, oh, well, the book, this is the first thing. You know, I almost got sucked into their fucking bullshit of seeing horses and making up my own ideas and thinking that this is that and this is this. Well, check it out. It says, if you've never been plundered by the Spirit. I'm like, plundered? What the fuck's that mean? That's scary. I don't want to be plundered by the Spirit. That seems pretty rough. I mean, I've been smacked around by a staff before, and that was pretty hurt. So, going down, like, all the way down, I was asking God for God's help once. I didn't realize that sometimes God helps you in the weirdest way, and he'll smack the shit out of you. Sorry, it was a rough time. It was a really horrible time in my life. You ever ask God for real honest help? Like with me right now, like okay, I'm sitting at home, I'm watching this thing. This guy's fucking weird as fuck on the camera, but he's talking about some real topical stuff. Like, it's not tropical, it's topical. It's like on the top surface of things. It's not even really what the meat of it all is. So, because we're so kid-like, and we're supposed to be like childlike, it's hard to get to the meat and the bones because we never really grow up. But if you do grow up, you're gonna wish you didn't. Trust me. Because what God showed me, it's horrible out there. Horrible. What's going on is truly horrible. I had to experience every bit of it to understand what it was the Spirit was wanting to say in these scriptures. So I went and said, okay, well, Spirit, if you have an idea and you got a thing and you're doing things with thoughts, and well, guess what? If I'm just a thought, then I'm not going to die. Well, I didn't realize I was going to push myself to death every day. Literally freezing, no weather, cold, no blankets, give all my shit away, and God wouldn't give me nothing back till I suffered through it. And I'm not lying. I'm telling you, he delights in the suffering because I realized what it meant. But I can't tell you what it means for you because you're going to have to suffer that you want to suffer, whatever you chose to do. So anyways, if you don't like to listen to this, then turn it off. Fuck off. I don't care what you want to listen to. You chose to click on it, so you got to fucking sit through it. And if I put it in your face, you're going to watch it until I'm done with you, okay? That's my ego. That's what I like about it. I can do that. That's what's cool. And if you don't want to listen to it, you can just turn it off right now. That's cool because you have an ego too. And you can say, no, I'm not going to listen to this. I'm going to say, okay, whatever, fuck off. And I can say that. And then I don't mean it like, go fuck off. I'm just like, hey, I don't have time to dilly-dally with people who want to tell me what this is and what that is. Because I don't even know what it is. So why do I want to ask somebody else? If I don't know what it is, why would I ask somebody else that doesn't know what it is too? So I asked God. I was like, all right, God. Well, if you got thoughts out here, and I'm a thought of yours, then what are you thinking for me today? And if there was an alignment that I didn't have and I want to have now, what does it mean? So with me right now, if you want to say these things, like, God, truly, honestly, if you are real, what is it that I can do to be more in alignment with you rather than be more in alignment with what I think is what I want? When we think about we think about what's behind the eyes. Like, not like like the part of me that is sitting here looking out of my eye. We think that's the center. You know, everybody does. Everybody thinks, oh, well, I'm the center. I'm the center. You couldn't see the center even if you wished in this world. As a third dimensional eye will not see that world. So that's why I said you must die and be reborn in your beingness. You have to be reborn a couple times. It's not a lie. I mean, the Hindus know about it. The Buddhists know about it. 13 lifetimes, they won't even talk about this information that they used to talk about, or they talk about now within the first 5 days of your ceremonies that you do. If you were to take apart ceremonies that you wanted to be a part of, you would have all these things come into you that were then from God and not from a human. See, when you do these ceremonies, then within 5 days, you can receive a download that you remember who the fuck you are, and you're like, I'm leaving. I ain't doing this no more. And you take a 90-degree turn, you're out. Everybody has some sort of path here that they wanted to try out. So if Spirit coming on, however Spirit wants to come on, and if you guys are against that, then you can't unify that. You got to understand that you got to love the parts. It's only going to stop if you love it, and it's only going to let me get out of character here because it's really getting serious now. So I gotta go back. I don't know what just happened, but I lost my train of thought. Oh, seahorses. There we go. Back in character. So the seahorse is so because you can see it, and that's why there is a sea dog and a sea cat and a sea dog. That's what I am. I'm a sea dog, you know. What's up, sea dog? See, you see me, dog. See, to me, it's so easy. These people got so confused. They gotta have a whole dictionary or something. I'm like, man. But anyways, there is an evil under the sun, which I have seen under the sun, and it is common among men. So if you've seen it under the sun, there's an evil under the sun. It doesn't say God's saying this. It says in chapter 6. It says, and this is after somebody, and also is a sore evil that in all points as he came, so shall he go. So what profit hath he that hath labored for the wind? All of his days he eateth in darkness, and he hath much sorrow and wrath with his sickness. So that is there right there. That if you can't fucking be happy with everything you have, what's the point of having more of it? That's why it's like, for those who are happy with what they have, they're gonna have more happiness. For those who are joyful with what they have, they're gonna have more joy. For those who have whatever they have, they're gonna have more of that. I'll have what he's having. No, have what you have. Because if you have what he's having, like Key and Peele, then you're just gonna taste what he's tasting. That's fucked up. If you're coming here to taste life and you want your own taste in your mouth, then go lick a rock. Okay? I've never licked a rock. Okay, if I did as a kid, I don't remember it. Okay, so you want a different taste? Go lick a rock. I won't lick rocks. Oh, I just broke my nail on my foot. That's a good thing, because I got that caught on my sock the other day. I should have. Never mind. We're not talking about that. You didn't see anything. Ooh. Oh my god, we gotta cut this off. I gotta go. Hold up.